army accompany them. There's sort of 6 or 7 soldiers take them.
Yeah.
They stare at all these Palestinians and then leave again.
They just walk across into the danger zone, and it's like a Buñuel thing where they're having a look around. So there's this sort of looking like they're looking around the Tower of London, but with a thick cordon of heavily armed soldiers all around them, and these surly-looking, grudgeful Palestinians who are sort of standing by, looking at them, looking daggers at them.
Isn't it strange? They've got the cameras around their necks and babies in pushchairs. They look like regular tourists.
Yeah, they're day trippers.
It's extraordinary.
But to answer the question, we have got some. I recognise it's a heavier topic, and we've got another one coming out in a month or so. Return to America's Most Hated Family, that is perhaps a little lighter, about an American cult.
Would you ever go back to doing the celebrity shows, the Neil Christine Hamilton type programs?
I think with the right, I've never sort of called time on that. With the right topic, with the right person, it's hard to find the right people.
Who is the right person? Is there someone at the moment that you would like to make a programme about?
That's a tricky one. I always think George Michael would be great if he really gave the access.
Yeah.
I'm interested in those people who have the fame, but they're sort of they're further on in their careers. I think Elton John, with a new baby and stuff, that would be interesting.
That would be. Have you asked?
No. Maybe I should, but
ask. That's the question.
I just ask. Yeah. Heather Mills is the one that always comes up.
And has she said yes?
Well, because she expressed interest years ago, and then it didn't. It sort of fizzled out.
Why would she do it? What would be in it for her?
Well, because so many people view her negatively. So I think from that, if she comes across, she could come across a lot better than the way people think she is.
Surely when someone gets that call saying, Louis Theroux is interested in making a programme about you, your reaction would be, oh my God, Louis Theroux thinks I'm weird somehow.
Well, you're a better place to judge that. I'm sort of too inside my own bubble. I still flatter myself that people would be quite like to hang out and make a nice program.
Which of those celebrities has come out of it well? Do you think? You did Paul Daniels?
I think they all have.
Do you?
Yeah,
really?
I really do. I mean, the Hamiltons, maybe not Max Clifford, but the Hamiltons came out well. Everyone thought they were dodgy. They came out, I thought, as quite human.
What about the politician? What's her name again?
Anne Widdecombe.
Anne Widdecombe. Did she come out of it well?
I thought she came out all right. Yeah.
All right, rather than well.
Perhaps. I think maybe. When I look at that one, I feel she could have maybe given a bit more of herself.
I wondered. I sound like you saying I wondered. But I wondered if do you stay in touch, or do the people in your shows, particularly where it's just you and another person, do you think they expect you to stay in touch? Do they see you as a friend? Do you pretend you're?
No, I don't think they do. No, I don't pretend, and I don't think. There's a.
Do you know what I mean by that?
I'm just, I'm interested in being their friend, but I'm going to bring a camera along for every time we meet up. It wouldn't really. You'd have to be pretty confused. I think they may think that it is. It's like it's in the nature of journalism. If you spend a couple of weeks with someone, yes, you're doing a job, and yes, you get to know someone. So I'm not going to pretend not to know them. And in fact, I feel very affectionate towards the people that I've made programs with. But life.
Even the neo-Nazis.
Well, we were talking about the one-on-ones. As far as the neo-Nazis, that's a little different. And so, no, I'm not saying I'm still curious about them. And it's a very weird situation where you spend time. There's an element of in a bizarre way, there is an element of affection across the board, even with the very extreme ones.
Do you sometimes worry that you make, perhaps you think it's a positive thing, that some of these people have horrible views and have the potential to do nasty and dangerous things, you actually make them seem quite sympathetic, quite warm?
Yes, you
is
have.
That an issue or not?
It is an issue, and you need to sort of see them in the round. And I think part of, when we were making this one about the ultra-Zionists, I could have made the whole thing inside that community. See, one of the striking things about the ultra-Zionist community in the West Bank is that they are very insulated to an extent. Not so much the guys actually in East Jerusalem, but many of them are very insulated from the consequences of what they're doing. They don't go into Palestinian towns, many of them. They're not allowed to. It's illegal. They don't really see how the lives of the Palestinian community are being affected. So knowing that there was a chance I would misrepresent what the stakes of the story really are, I opted to attend a few Palestinian demos.
Dear Richard, having watched Louis Theroux's programmes over the years, could you ask him who's the most disgusting person or outrageous person you've spoken with, and how on earth do you not lose your temper with some of these people? Russ Kenny.
I suppose, I made a programme a couple of years ago called A Place for Paedophiles,